G'day and welcome back to youtube.com/Geek Aloud. Today we are looking at new release, Tiny Troopers Global Ops, follow-up to Tiny Troopers Joint Ops, which released about 10 years ago. And this one's by Epiphany Games and Wide Productions. So a big thank you to them as well for supplying us the code for this particular game. Quick rundown as we load into it. It's just Tiny Troopers Global Ops is a fast-paced action arcade twin-stick shooter in which you lead an elite squad of tiny troopers on action-packed missions to take down hordes of unscrupulous enemies from all corners of the world. So we'll jump into that. At this stage, we've been through the tutorial section on the first level. And so we'll jump into the game from here.
Oi, we ran out of gas. Need to go past. The boss don't look like a... If you can find me some gas before Toe Snipper turns up, there's some shiny trinkets I got back in Bargain Town in it for you.
Shoot the chicken. So I think there's supposed to be a bit of humour to it, but obviously a twin stick shooter, which looks a little bit more light-hearted than your general, sort of twin stick shooter. There's, like I said, there's supposed to be a bit of humour to it. Obviously the graphical style lends it to one that's not overly serious and not overly violent looking as such. So in effect you've got left stick to move around the screen and then right stick will rotate your character there. Right trigger will shoot your gun, so we've just got the basic sort of pistol as you're starting off the I think you can unlock other weapons as well. Your right bumper will make you roll around, so if you get sort of too close to a grenade or some mines on the ground, etc. You can use that right bumper just to dive out of the way. There is a tiny bit as well, from what I've seen, a little bit of exploration that sort of goes with it. So you've got sort of branching little areas. They're not massively branching. It's not like you'll go off and spend 10 minutes exploring, but there's certainly different areas, and then you've got to you can see down the bottom of the screen there, that's pretty much your currency. So the quicker that you can defeat enemies and get pickups, etc., that will continue to rise, and then the multiplier goes up as well. So you can see there we've picked up the fuel can there. That got us. Some chickens coming at us. We get the multiplier going up, and then that obviously leads to a higher score at the end of the level. So that as much as there is a little bit of exploration to it, by the looks, you sort of want to still get through the level as quickly as you can, while at the same time trying to get some of those pickups to keep that multiplier running, as it were. Ooh, got ourselves surrounded here. careful coming back around here because you get those guard towers as well. But, there you go. So mission failed on that one, but you're still earning your credits. You go back to headquarters here. And then you can go to your armory and upgrade some of your stuff, so that might help us out there. So what is that one? Increase squad health and upgrade. So we'll upgrade that one. That looks like, so we've got 891 of the E, I suppose, the currency that they and there you go. This was our last one. He died, but look at it. So it's, you know, quasi-permanent death, I guess. You can customise your character there a little bit. So I'll go back to this one, and we are level 2. Level 2. So you can see it starts off pretty, you know, sort of low level. I don't know where my offside has gone now, so I'm in here by myself, which may make it a little more difficult. Now, the one thing I have noticed is that there's no fast movement or run that you can use to get yourself around. Okay, so that's sort of the pace you're running at there. Instead on the first run. So that's your secondary weapon there. And what we can do is maneuver it around and then boom. So I've taken out that guard post. That is going to help me. So that little bit of exploration. The only thing I find is it's quite sort of slow unless you use that dodge mechanic, and you can't consistently use that to get across the to get yourself across the map there. You've got to, you can sort of only use it once every so often, which is rather annoying. So in terms of the gameplay itself, I mean, it's fairly a basic sort of twin stick shooter in terms of its play style. So if that's something that, you know, takes your fancy, or you're looking for something in that sort of genre, it's not really generally up my alley in terms of gameplay style, to be brutally honest. But and that's a reference to a twin stick shooter, I should say, is that you're using one of the control sticks to move yourself around, and the other one to control where you're shooting. As I said before, the right stick dictating where you aim. So we can't just with that. I might try and take out this. There we go. Put a grenade onto him there. It might make it, taking down those guard towers might just make it a little bit easier for me. That didn't get me. It was just on the outside there of the explosion zone. And there's crazy chickens here. gold on Humvee again. I'll just try and... Just don't lose it. Help again. I don't see any health packs around here, so... Oh, there's one there. We can get there in time. No, we could not. So there you go. There's a bit of a brief look at Tiny Troopers Global Ops. Just a bit of a quick look through the first sort of how it plays and sort of plays out. We may have a discussion with this or about this game on GEA, the Gaming Enforcement Agency. That is the weekly podcast show on this here channel. That myself, Unky Dunky and Troy talk about the games we've been playing for the week. We talk about the news of the week, the standoff, and then audience participation, which will also jump into the live stream chat as well. So make sure you join us for that. And check out the rest of the channel as well for daily Let's Plays, or near daily Let's Plays, install videos, and some other informational videos as well that we chuck up more or less, several times a week, as well as GEA, as I said, Thursday, 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that is a Let's Play again of Tiny Troopers Global Ops. What else can you do with a Geek Aloud channel? You can like it, subscribe it, and you will never miss it.
Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. Old Uncle Donkey. Donkey.